Hello future doctors, Tanishka this side, and I have secured an All India rank of 10,956 in the very recently NEET UG 2025. Quick heads up before we begin. NEET 2025 Physics was the hardest ever. And if you felt it was the brutal, you weren't alone. In today's video, I'll be introducing you with my exact book list I used which helped me survive and score high. I got 99.65 percentile in my NEET Physics. So let's get started. First and most important, your class notes. Here are my class notes of my class 11th and 12th, which helped me strengthen my concepts to the core. Because whenever my teacher taught me something, when I attended the class lectures, what I did, I just used to note down as every student does. But when I reach my home and give them a quick revision, which helps you to boost your memory, whatever you have, to recall whatever you have read today. Then after solving questions and through some of my references or anything, I would mark some important points which I feel that are missing in my notes. So this way your notes can be a power tool for you. Here are something. You must not ignore them, because what happens when a teacher teaches you a topic, he knows very well how to gradually peak the toughness level, right? From the easy to moderate and then advanced. Just practice those questions which are solved in your notes, because those help you boost on your concepts and then further help you solve out the hardest questions also. Second, my coaching modules. These are the things which I really feel that I have practiced all of my MCQs from these books. Most of the questions which I seen in my NEET 2025 were somewhere hidden in these books. Although the paper was too unpredictable, except few, most were covered in these books. I'll say that be it of any coaching, Akash, PW, LN or anything else, the rule you must follow is be strict to it. Start following it from the day one till the day end. Practice questions, each and every question from it, because what I have seen that all of them have similar questions. So you can follow anyone. If I tell how I revised to how I did my modules, so it was like the first day when I did them, if I found something was really tough, I couldn't solve it in the first instant. I just marked the star, or if it was related to theory, I wrote there theory. Please don't mark the correct options, because when you are practicing it the next time, it will align your mind, your brain towards that particular question, and it will hinder your process of thinking. So that's my personal opinion. Third, PYQs. Trust me, solving 15 years of past year's questions give you supernatural powers, right? To predict what future paper will look like. Though it wasn't the case of NEET 2025, but believe me, that makes you really confident about your preparation. And this time I'll suggest you to go with your JEE question bank also. Start solving JEE PYQs, because NEET has become so unpredictable, they can ask you anything. I followed Disha PYQs. You can go with it, but personally what I think, you can prefer any, because all of them have answer keys, hints and questions in depth, so you can follow any. But this was also a good book which contains 37 past year questions of NEET. Also you can go on solving AIPMT, but if you are done with this. Fourth, the so-called extra books. Actually those aren't extra, because they help to fill the gap between your understanding and your score. The first one is H.C. Verma. We all are very aware about this book, how brilliant it is. But I won't suggest you to first start solving this if you feel you have lack of time, because already you have lots of stuff to do. So if you feel that yes, you have the time, so just go with it. It's brilliant. Okay, next comes D.C. Pandey. I have gone through many chapters of class 11th and 12th through it. Currently I am not having it because I have passed it to someone. Talking about, is it worth it? Obviously, it's wonderful book because whenever I felt something that my notes are lacking the required information or the concept building, I just switched to it and it always helped me. Super useful, and you can solve multiple questions based on a single concept. So if you have a calculation problem or speed, so you can go with NCERT, the most underrated part. Most of the people ignore it, but I suggest you not to do the same. I personally read it twice. First time I was so deep in reading, means every detail I covered, underlined everything. The next time I just read the highlighted ones, and if I thought that this chapter needed more attention, I just gave an overview to it. But if you can't read it whole many times, just put special focus on summary and the points to ponder, because those are too important. NCERT is a source of one-liner questions, the theory-based questions. So you must do. And also, if I would say that which is the most important part, so that's this. Your part 2 physics class 12, because we all are aware that in the last you have modern physics. If I show glimpse of my NCERT, you'll see that I have just read it many times. Modern physics is the part you must pressurize. You should read it twice or thrice from your NCERT before going to your theory books. The same I have read, you can see that I have highlighted it just like your bio because it's important. Though in NEET 2025, being very wise, it didn't help me, the theory part. But when you look at the previous years, you will find it is too important. Semiconductors. This was a chapter which is too theory based, and you can. This is what I call my magic revision notebook. This is a weapon which will help you till the final day of your NEET. What I did, that whenever I summarize a chapter or it was my second revision, so I rewrote the formula separately in this notebook. It will help you revise a chapter in a very short time, but try to include every formula, a bit of theory, but don't make it lengthy. Try to concise every chapter in 2 to 3 pages as your convenience. You can see a glimpse of my notebook. You can see that I have included formulas, okay, in very crisp form. In ray optics, you can see in starting we have a lot of formulas. So I have done the same. Just use 2 pens, black and the other. It will do your job. If something is troubling you, you can write it over here. I was so tough. So add these 3 pointers to your routine. First, pressurize on the concept. Don't just memorize. Second, work on your speed by setting up a timer. And third, active error analysis after every mock. So to recap, what are the 5 things you need to add in your book list? The first one is your notes, your coaching modules, NCERT, formula handbook and a PYQ. Stick to these and physics won't be a nightmare anymore. It will be your scoring subject as it was mine. So go make the friends proud.